All right, let's try to do this in one take. This is a valve disassembly, cup seal change, whatever you want to do in there. WGP sniper conversion, 2K body, but doesn't really matter. 1/8, get a good long one. I always keep miscellaneous tools, a little bit of oil, jam nut tool, autocockerparts.com if you don't have one, and always a wrench. And if you're going to change the O-ring on it, have O-rings. I'd never remember O-ring sizes. I just have all the common ones and fit whatever one fits. Always sometimes gets me in trouble. I bolt out. Take your 1/8 little hole top. That's going to drop down. And now that your bolt is out, it can get into your lug and your hammer. And sometimes you got to play around a little bit with the cocky rod to fit it in there. But like when it's in there, like you'll know it, you'll recognize what threads feel like when they start moving. So turn that out. If you want, you can count turns till it's flush, and then you have to put it back in the exact same spot when you reassemble it. But I can just kind of do it by feel by now, I guess. Cocking rod out for a sec. Take the pump arm off. Usually don't have to take off this piece. You can and like fiddle around kind of through it if you want to, but that kind of sucks if you have to do that. Take the grip frame off. I already have the rag and the macro line off. And if you're dealing with this with a normal autococker, it's pretty much the same, except obviously your ram's going to stay on. And your front block, and you got to kind of get it off the timing rod. But for a pump, it's easy. Take that off. Now you can kind of see underneath, that's the lug that we screwed out backwards. Let's see, we got a little retaining screw for the valve, which I forget exactly which size that is. But it's standard, so like all cockers. Rusty. And then I go, I think one size up for the IVG, the internal velocity governor. Stick that in there. Unscrew it. Your hammer spring is going to fall out too. Down. Hammer spring. If you forget and get it mixed up, it's the big one. Sometimes you can shake that out. Take your hammer. Do we back it out? Oh, I might have backed it out too much. You can back it out too much. And here comes the hammer. All right. Now the only thing holding in our valve is the jam nut. So the jam nut is like, it's kind of round, and then this guy sticks in the center, and this thing gives it the perfect little spacer. So stick it down in there, it fits around the valve, and you'll just kind of feel it grab. Yeah, you can see the valve's already starting to move. And needs a little convincing. Yeah, a pick is probably better to do this with. But if you've done it 1,000 times, pop that down. If it's old and see it nice and rusty like mine, it's gonna get probably a little stuck in there. So I'll poke it around a little bit, see if I can get her out. And if it is stuck in there, you can kind of undo this side sometimes. And then kind of press through that hole and push the valve out. It's always neater when you can do it without having to take off the front, because taking off your front block's a little bit more of a pain. But yeah, I don't think that was gonna seal. It currently has 0 O-ring on it. And kind of look down there and kind of see if it's in there. Oop. I think it just might roll it away. I don't know if it was in there. Well, it's gone. Shit. Knocked over a phantom. Oh.